Hello there, Ragnarok survivors. This is Nexus from Megalania with new instructional video. In this one, we will return to the Life's Labyrinth, but this time using different approach. With the introduction of cryopods, many of the difficult endeavors in Ark became much easier, and this is a nice example. Entrance to the Life's Labyrinth can be found in the desert on Ragnarok map. It is close to the eastern border of the map, in the northeastern corner of the desert. In order to enter it, you will need to crouch, so you can't really take any rideable creatures in with you this way. But as mentioned earlier, the cryopods can handle that. First, you will need to pass this trap. And here comes the button game. You will need to press them in precise sequence. The G at the entrance is first, and here you can summon the Megalania, which we chosen for this place, as they can scale walls. You will want to go over this wall on the right side of this room. There is a R button that you will need to press. Next, you will go to the other side. On the right, there is an A with an apostrophe and a T. The last button that you want to push is in a small compartment at the top of the ceiling on the right side. Getting there is probably the hardest part, because you will need to jump. But this jump is not altogether difficult. You need to get onto this pillar, carefully drop down, and do a sprint jump. Once you press this button, there will be only a short window of time when you will need to go down through the opened hole. This means that you should place your creature back into the cryopod before you go down. This is best done if you have a teammate, but you should be able to make it even if you go solo. You will drop down into a water. There will be a passage here. We are also taking a compy with us, carrying them on our shoulder, but you can also have a creature stored in another cryopod, so you do not need to carry it. In this room, you will want to stick to the wall, because if you enter the room, the statue in the middle, the big one, will breathe fire and, well, burn you. The way to get through here is to, well, get down on the ground, as indicated by the first statue closest to the door, and crawl your way to the other side. You will want to go to the right doors. Once you press the button, there will be only a short timer, so you will need to get through there. You can see that the timer is really short, so good way to go about this is to take off your armor, because the fire does quite a large amount of damage to it. Instead of crawling, you can also just crouch. This way you are moving faster, and in case you get too high, for instance if you step on these elevated blocks on the ground, you will still save your armor in case you get burned. Once you get here, you can take out your Megalania, because this jumping part is quite annoying, and their ability to climb walls can be really helpful. So here you do not need to worry about the jumps at all, and you can keep the Megalania out for the next parts. You will get to another closed door with one button on the side. There can sometimes be a loot crate down before these doors. Once you've explored your heart's desire, you can continue into the next room. There will be a point as you enter where you will spawn some creatures. Usually these will be just onyx, so kill them all and continue to the other side of the room. There will be another trap as you enter the base of the stairs. And two buttons. You will want to press the one on the right. In the next room there will be another loot crate with, well, yet another trap. It is best to crouch and go around the edges of one of the corners. And once the trap triggers, you can loot the crate. There will be some buttons on the left wall. You will want to press the last one, and the doors will open. Here at this point is probably a good idea to put the Megalania back into the cryopod, because there will be very small room to maneuver and you will need to dismount quite often. There will be another sequence of buttons pushing here, so press the one on the right and the doors will open. Out of the 3 buttons you will want to press the middle one. Door will open behind you. You will keep on walking until you find this button on the pillar here and enter the small compartment. As you enter, you will press the second button and enter another small room. Press the one on the right, then the one in the middle. The last button you will need to push is a little further in the corner. There can be creatures here, so be prepared to fight. Having some decent weapons with you is very much recommended. Here you will want to jump down, so use these platforms to prevent or lower the damage received. Right in front of you will be first artifact. There is a hole here that you can fall into. It is quite deep, so it will take some damage if you fall down, but since we have the Megalania, it is no trouble, so even if you fall down you can still get out. You will want to jump over this hole and loot the artifact of the clever. Next you will continue to the end of this hallway, which is where you will be entering the sacrificial chamber. That is why you bring some small creature with you. You will want to throw them down into the hole, and as they are consumed by the flame, the doors will open. This will lead to a dark tunnel, so make sure you have some source of light. Also, as you get close to the end, there will be some creatures spawning behind you. You can either shoot them down or kill them with your tamed creature. There will be more spawns ahead, so just, well, keep on going. There is no way to get lost here. At the end of this tunnel, there will be a single button on the wall, and this is the one that's opening the final room. There will be some grass and trees here, so as you enter you should soon notice animals here. There will be the Megalosauruses, so as soon as you attack one, you will start a gauntlet event where spectral wolves and bears will spawn. You will want to fight through these in order to open the artifact containment room. Good place to set up your defense is the entrance into this area, because that way you have your back protected. The animals will be spawning in waves, increasing in their level each time. Make sure to bring some medical brew and just keep on killing the spectral creatures. Once the spectral creatures have been dealt with, you will be able to collect the artifacts. There are two here, Artifact of the Devious and also Artifact of the Massive. Once you have collected these, just follow the river here to sort of a grate that's leading down. You will just jump into the water and the path will lead you out. Again, there are no intersections here, so you can just walk straight ahead. As you exit, you will be a little further to the east from the cave entrance. Well, and that's all. Hope you've enjoyed this dungeon plundering video. Feel free to leave a comment or a like. Also, click on the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on more Ark Survival Evolved fun. Thank you for watching and see you next time.